Exactly right. That's exactly right. That's a good brand idea. See, my son's thinking, well, I married her. Where she's at, I have no idea, but I'm still married to her. Huh? It don't work like that. But we turn it into that. And here's the one that I said we need to add to John 3:16 when you quote it and learn to live this one. For God did not send his Son into the world to condemn the world, but that the world through him might be saved. And he did that. He did that because he knew we were condemned already. And so we got to be careful when we're sharing our faith. Do we come across as a spirit of condemnation? We do when we take the idea, and I know I'm getting a little political tonight, the idea of the moral majority, we're going to vote it all into law, and you have to live that way. How can we expect that? It doesn't work.
Daniel didn't do it.
It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work. Do you know how hard it is? If you're thinking like that and your whole Christian experience is like that, it's like the people that go to church and they think they're doing all of God's work just by showing up here. That's the same idea. We have those that have the idea. If you come to church, go to the service, throw a few bucks in the offering plate, and go home. I did it for this week, and throw their Bible up on the shelf, and they pull it down next week when it's time to go again. Huh? Yes. That's not what it's supposed to be. But then they try, and everything, oh, I'm trying to live the Christian life. I'm trying to do these things. You know, unless there is the Spirit behind it, do you realize that you're trying to live the Christian life if the Spirit of God is not in you and moving in and through you, and you're trying to live the Christian life, that you're just an imitation? We know Christ is perfect. We are not, right? We can see that parallel. His perfection is very well shows us, woe is me, instantly. Huh? And we know that he has a pattern to what he did. If we looked at that pattern, and I know there's scriptures that talk about being an imitation to Christ, but an imitation of something is less than something that's real, isn't it? I'll give an example. Oh, don't get mad at me, honey. Telling a story on Miss Linda here and her mother. Her mother at Christmas time, and why she did this, to this day, her mother's dead and gone, so we can't even ask her now, but I don't know. But come Christmas time, I don't even know what cologne it was. Was it Chanel No. 5? Huh? What did you guys wear? Whatever it was, at Christmas, Geneva would buy the older sister, Edna, the real thing. And Linda would open up her perfume and have that same brand, but it was the imitation. Every year. Every year. One got the original, the real thing, and the other one was given the same name on it, but it was a fake. It was the imitation. Have you ever smelled imitation perfume? I guarantee you it don't smell like the real thing. And the point I'm trying to make, if we're just imitating Christ and trying to be that Christ, we're going to stink as that perfume did. Instead of being the real thing, we're going to be like the imitation, and it's not going to be what it should be. And you know, the world sees that, and that's why the world has been turned off by the church, because there's too many of the imitations running around and not enough of the real thing. Are you with me? We need to think about these things.
You're making us sad.
I don't want to be. No, I know it gets a little. But what time is it, guys? What time are we getting to be? Is it? Let's leave it here. We're going to pick this back up. There's so much. We can do a whole other lesson on this next week. It's worth picking up. I don't want to shortchange this because there is so much that we're doing, and we do it in the name of Christianity that God is not in it. And we do more damage than we do good when we try to say this is him, and we're practicing the imitation and not the original. And the original can be done because why? The Spirit of God has been placed in you. And if you don't have that, that's a hard road to go. Trying to be something that goes against everything that you really are. Let's leave it there. Any closing thoughts? Good conversation, guys. I enjoy it. Michael?
For closing thought, me and Ed were just talking about that tonight, because I had a concern about, my schedule, not being able to really do nothing but, go to work, go to Bible studies, go to recovery, and I don't have enough time to really, do nothing for the Lord. Because, like you said, just coming to church is not really doing anything, and I know the Lord wants me to do more, but what is it that I need to do to do more? With my schedule.
Yeah, I understand, but the Lord will show you that and how to make that work. But you know what? Your schedule that you've got is a heavy schedule. That might be the very thing the Lord's using through you to get you to the place where you can do.
Always.
You understand what I just said?
Absolutely, always, it's a time of preparation
Right.
for
The
what he's
season.
getting
Yeah.
ready to do for you.
But let's leave it here. Somebody know where we're at. I want to get my marker up here, so when I pick back up study for next week, we can pick back up with the story of Nicodemus. Because there was a lot there that happened that night with Nicodemus and the contrast of what Jesus is saying. Well, I'll give you something to chew on this week. He didn't say maybe. He didn't say if. He said, you must be born again. That's pretty emphatic, isn't it? Think about that this week, and we'll pick that conversation up next week as we move this forward. Great time. Who wants to close out in prayer? Anybody? Linda, will you close this up? Okay.
Lord, we come to you tonight, Lord, with thankful hearts. And Lord, I thank you for this class and for our brothers and sisters that are here tonight, Lord. And I pray, Lord, that we will have open hearts and open minds, that we will receive your word in the way that you would have us receive it. Lord, I pray that each of us, Lord, as we leave this place, Lord, that we will witness for you, Lord, that you will show us the opportunities
Father, we pray.
that you give us, Lord. And Lord, whatever we feel inside, Lord, I just pray for that holy boldness, Lord, that spirit would come upon us. And Lord, if it's our simple testimony of how we came to know you, Lord, speak through us, use us, and Lord, I pray that we would grow in your grace and knowledge. In Christ's name I pray. Amen.
Amen. Great class, guys. Enjoy it.